Okay. So let's do a quick one. So I'll say energetically right now, as much as you're trying to muck it up, my energy's sitting clean right now. Sitting clean, let me tell you. Sitting clean. Oopsies. So it's good. Shit's good right now. Oh. Huh? What is? Oh my. Ooh. Wow. Sorry, let me just. I don't know how it is. Well, no, not really, but I'm getting down. Well, I don't know how it is. You know, I just when I'm getting. Hmm. No, here, I'll just turn off my Bluetooth. Okay, we'll just do that. Okay, so, yeah, how's today been? Let me think, it's the what, the 10th? Man, where's my headphone? Well, I know it's in here somewhere, that's all I matters, so. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, okay, so that's why I turned the camera on. Let me see. Hey Siri. Said it. Oh. Did she go? Oh. Okay. Okay, I want to make sure I'm done with this on time, but the reason why. The reason why I turned the camera on is because there's a Queen of Swords, which was me, right? Knowing truth, speaking truth, enacting truth, right? Clarity, having absolute clarity and moving with that, speaking it, right? Believing in it, using it to guide me. That, as you can see, Lovers reverse, King of Swords reverse, Devil reverse. Yeah, we're back. Okay, so that was that cord cutting that I did earlier. So I did a cord cutting on someone earlier. Bam. I was coming on the upright, of course, Queen of Swords on the upright. And as I'm starting to put my cards away, it jumped out in the reverse, this Queen of Swords. So, yeah, working together under the moon, working with a group of people under the moon. That could even be just secrecy, right? A group of people just as reverse under the moon, that's just secrecy under the moon. Secrecy of something dark. So that's like you wouldn't get invited to a birthday party and or let's say person A gets invited to a birthday party and everybody B through Z knows that they're getting ready to sacrifice A, right? So that's the justice reverse, this unfit group enactment, creating an imbalance, especially with it being justice is physical, right? Because the justice in the 5D would be higher font energy, most likely, if it's not already out. So so that injustice, and then under the moon, that's the secrecy, that's the quiet, that's the and B knows and C knows and D knows, and it's all under the moon. The sun's not on it, right? What's done in the dark, right? Okay. So Queen of Swords reverse, yeah. Oh, why is somebody upset that I'm highly intuitive and moisturized and oiled down in an empress? Why is somebody mad about that? I don't understand how somebody could hate that. What did I do? Okay, somebody finally, okay. Yeah, Ace of Swords, yeah. Because that's what she's supposed to have in her hand, and it's not. So somebody that's just been running their mouth, or somebody that started a huge lie. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting somebody that runs their fucking mouth. Whoever this is, she's taken the place of a Queen of Swords energy, and it's in the reverse. So this is either going nuts, or this is not having clarity, and this is somebody that thinks that they're telling somebody a whole story about someone else, and they're really like Charlie Brown, or they're saying shit like, did you know that Tuesday is Wednesday, Friday, and then for lunch I'm having the Ellen DeGeneres show? Like, they don't realize how just like slander I just heard, and they might not even know how salacious. Wow. They don't even know how salacious the words are that they're saying, and how grand of an impact it actually has on their public persona. And I don't know, kind of like it has an impact on their kind of like societal kind of score, you know what I mean? Yeah, look, they're going nuts because I'm sitting in the King of Cups energy. Like, spirit is here. And there's nothing a demon hates more than water, believe it or not. I don't know why I just heard that. Demons hate water. It's like the rabies. When they're possessed, they hate water. They hate when you hit their ass. It's like when people are alcoholics or on drugs, right? And you throw some ice water, throw some water on them, and it like snaps them out of it. Yeah, they hate spiritual water because it's cooling. It heals, right? So when it hits the burns and the scrapes and everything, the bruises, it's like a aloe vera gel I'm getting. It's soothing. It's a balm. I mean, they hate that shit because they're being told, okay, to transmute. Okay, it's like these people came to a point where they decided, instead of transmuting this energy and going back up, I'm just going to like transmute down. So that means use the pain to get you fired up. It's giving Meet the Robinsons, where they had like those 2 points in time where the future met the past and was like, let it cook up, let it boil over inside of you. Like, it's giving that. Like, the devil is gonna tell you to let the shit boil up inside of you, and like use that for fuel to take out on other people type shit, whatever the fuck, right? God tells you to use that as a lesson on what not to do, and then once you learn that lesson, to heal. Like, don't cover an infected wound. Clean it first. Get it clean. Understand why you don't walk outside of Circle K barefoot, right? There's a lesson in that. Once you get the lesson, you got all the glass out and it's clean, wrap it up, and now you can move on and not have to worry about. Now you can move on, and then you get mercy and you get forgiveness and lenience and stuff like that, because you're learning things and moving on. You're not just and it seems like to make you decide to disconnect from God and go to the left like these cults do. To do that, this is people having a feeling of abandonment. Serious abandonment issues and wounds. It's giving, and I've been thinking about, a word that's been on my mind lately has been about Moab and Ammon, right? And how it's like your leniency, like on yourself, and dependence on self can make you do some really unsavory things. Actions can really make you just really soil your character, not waiting on God, or not believing that he's going to come, or not believing that he's already there. I mean, he's there in the air that you breathe, and the fact that the sun and the moon come out every day, sometimes at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like people have no spiritual stamina. That's what it's giving. People don't have like me and Empress Knight of Wands, I have stamina. Like an Empress is all four queens in one. I'm a Knight of Wands. Like I don't get tired. So the worst thing that someone in a cult can do, that's dependent on self, dependent on one's own energy, which they just steal energy from other people, right? But the worst thing you can do as a human that faces things like diseases, death, car accidents, shit like that, you face just stepping out of your door is death, right? Every day. The worst thing that you want to do as somebody in that position is go up against somebody that's completely tapped into spirit and does not get tired. That's crazy. But, alright, yeah, so let's keep going. Completely tapped into spirit, collaborating with spirit. Yeah, listen. Yeah, they're not gonna win that. Alright, yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. So this Queen of Swords reverse, under her you have the Sun reverse, which is like hatred, unclarity, the sun not coming up. This is like, I heard, what is that? I can't hear it. Like I can't read what it is, but it's that what's that zombie movie, like 47 Days of Dark or Winter or Summer, 47 Days of, it's the one about the vampires in the cold. That's what it's giving right now. Like imagine how the sun comes up every day like this. Imagine one day it didn't come up. And it was 47 days of summer, or whatever the fuck it's called. 47 days, whatever the fuck. That's what it's giving. That's the energy that she's in. Her sword, her mentality, her it's in the reverse. Or she speaks hatred. And she wasn't successful doing it. Because I still moved on to calmer waters in the Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, right under the Empress, all in the upright. I still moved the fuck on. So they were not successful. Six of Wands reverse in the action that they took, because I'm still moved on to the Six of fucking Swords, which is the Four of Swords. And if you want to get put in two, that's fine. But I already know the truth. I know what you're up to. So we got the Four of Swords out of the way. The Three of Swords and the Ace. That's Four of Swords. Got that out of the way. So it's only two left if I'm in the Six of Swords. And those are going to be for you, because there's nothing else to be confused about. When someone shows you Three of Swords the first time, which is the Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. So as soon as you get put two of Swords with somebody, that's the Three of Swords, Ace. As soon as somebody puts you in confusion, as soon as shit start getting foggy, as soon as it stops making sense, for me anyways, right? Because I'm intuitive, so obviously my judgment is based on more than just what's seen, or what asking somebody a couple questions, or asking what they do in their free time and getting the vibe. Obviously I'm going to be able to tap into more than just that and get a true reading on somebody. But as soon as somebody, it has its caveats, but As soon as somebody puts you in the Two of Swords, they're getting ready to put you in the 3. Once you already get in Two of Swords, you know what this person is capable of, and that's going to be the 3 and the 8. So you're already in the 4. You don't need to go into a 3, a 4, and all that shit. The only reason why I'm having to go off into a 6 of Swords is because I had to get into the 7 of Swords, 6 and the Ace. You know, and then I'm even seeing the 8 because she's holding Empress is all 4 queens in 1, so she even has a sword. Technically, if we wanted to count another one, that would be 8. So that's, and someone's taking action, right? So that's who's ending up in these 7. I'm having to end up in the 7 of Swords against, putting in the 8 of Swords. Like, that's who that is, because again, these swords that I'm in the boat with are not for me. So this is someone that was trying to control how I went out. This was like, you know how you drive away from the scene? Imagine they've already tested every path. There's no way in this movie that this person is not going to drive away at the end of the scene. That's like written in, that's in the contract. They have to drive away alive. Someone is trying to control how they are in the car. Whether they're sad, whether they're mad, like they're trying to make it to, like they're trying to determine how they 6 of Swords. You can't determine how I 6 of Swords. I already see what you're up to with the 2 of Swords, trying to put me in the 3. So that puts me in the 4 because I'm aware of that 3 of Swords. So I'm in the 4. So you come trying to put me in the 3 and you end up in the fucking 2. Actually, you end up in the 3. Because that 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords that I have, that Ace of Swords, the truth is for everybody. And if I already have 2 out, yeah. It's like, here, have one. If I'm already the 3 of Swords, yeah, and it's like, so when you go back to the 3 of Swords, that's like doing a remember when you. So it's giving somebody somebody try to put me in the 2 of Swords. Am I recording? I better be fucking recording. Okay. Somebody try to put me in the 2 of Swords. That 3rd sword is the truth. Right? Using intuitive nudges and stuff. So all I need is 3. I don't need another one to be in the 4 of Swords. I already have what I need at the 2, really. So the 3, I'm good. So if I'm in the 6 of Swords, that means that there's 3 on the side, right? So since I'm supposed to be in the 4, I have 1 left over, plus the 2 of Swords that are over there. Yeah. So when they come, I have the truth already left over, right? Sorry. I have the 3 of Swords already. I don't need any more. So when they come to me, I have the truth already, and that puts them in the 2 of Swords. So they weren't successful trying to like turn my 6 of Swords in reverse to where like I got away, but I was devastated type shit, because what happens is that I ended up having the Ace of Swords at her steps, and so once they tried it again, anything beyond, see, because you can, so this is somebody that wouldn't give up, otherwise it would be like a 10 of Wands in reverse, like a 9 of Wands reverse, you know what I mean? That's not what this is. This is a 6 of Wands reverse. This was like a victory to be had, and they didn't have their victory, which means that it was a range of rounds that they tried. This wasn't like they tried it 7 times or 8 or 9. No, these were cycles. Like there was a running tab type shit. This wasn't just bought a drink and left, bought a couple wands, drinks and left. No, this was somebody had a tab open for a couple fucking days type shit. And they weren't successful because look what I have. I'm the Knight of Wands. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Even my horse don't get tired. So they weren't successful at keeping me stuck. I got in the Six of Wands. I mean, sorry, well, yeah, the Six of Wands, but I got in the Six of Swords, and if they really want to try it, I got 7, and if they want to try it again, I'll put them in the 8. And then that's going to have them in the 9 because they know the truth. That's 9. And then if they want to play confused, that's 2 more. That's just 10 swords. You know what I mean? It's like pointless. So long story short, they weren't successful. Empress, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, moved on, you know what I mean? In the Knight of Wands energy, with my ancestors, that's the King of Cups over here. That's spirit, collaborating, just all that good shit. Moving forward. Because spirit sends me. King of Cups, Knight of Cups. This is his knight. Every king has a knight that matches. That's how you know if somebody, of course, if you watch Malanga, if you know, that's how you know if someone's coming on behalf of somebody. So sometimes the first card out is a knight. If that knight's in reverse, there's a king or queen of swords in reverse, emperor or empress in the reverse out there somewhere. If it is a knight of swords, right, there's going to be a king of swords or a queen of swords or emperor, etc. out here. It's not, if that's the first card out there, that's what's coming behind it. That's who sent it. Eventually the cards can talk to you shorthand once you understand how to consolidate energies and break them up when you feel the nudge, kind of thing. Okay, Chariot. I'm in the Chariot. Somebody's in the Hangman, 3 of Wands reverse, Ace of Wands reverse, because I'm in the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm moving forward, using the shadow in the dark. They're caught up. They're stuck. They're learning from me. Shit. So, of course, they can't move forward. Yeah, so this plan is over with. Ace of Wands reverse, yeah, that would have been 4 Wands. Yeah, this plan is over with. This male and female, these 2 colts and covens working together. Because that's what that is. Having to get past 2 doors. Portal, right? Having to get past it. And no. And one of those wands was supposed to be, yeah, hell no. Take it from me, hell no. This wanted to come over here by the 6 of Wands reverse, so that's where I'll put it. Temperance reverse, 9 swords. Yeah, this is not the best energy. Definitely wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. See, I gotta make sure I'm done on time. Justice reverse. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles reverse. Because what they did that was unfair is falling the fuck apart. Look at them. They look devastated that this shit didn't work out. As they should. Because they're losers. Losers! That was a meme, by the way. Phaedra Parks from Real Housewives. It's so funny because my mind literally, like, in the middle of this reading will be like, San Diego Science Center. When was the last time I went to the Science Center? The park. Dippin' Dots. I want some Dippin' Dots. Like, that's my brain, and it just goes back and forth. So imagine you going off in a La La Land, like, you're imagining something at Dippin' Dots, and, like, getting all the different Dippin' Dots, and just dipping and dotting, and then like you come back to reality, and you're looking down, and like you tap right back in, so you just start feeling sick because you're like, look at this shit. Oh, that is funny. Look at this shit. Okay, where were we? Sorry, guys. This shit is just despicable. Okay, moving on. 10 cups in the verse. That's a lot of people in the verse. That's yeah, and I'm fine. I'm safe, so I can give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So they 10 of swords. It's like everything came into completion. You got the 10 of cups. You got the 10 of swords. Like it's all in completion. You got your 10 of cups. You got to surround me with a bunch of bullshitters and people just that ain't about shit, just on some weird shit. You did it. Completed. Good. I'm still in the two of wands. I'm still moving forward. Then we moving forward this way at the 2 wands over here, and it's facing the 10 of swords, but it's in completion. 10 of swords, and then 8 of pentacles reverse. It's over. It's completed. It's done. Ace of cups. It's time for healing. I want to get the what's the tea deck. That's gonna be a good one tonight. Yeah, somebody couldn't fulfill a contract. Judgment reverse, double reverse. This is all. This is all like. Lovers reverse is contract, the devil is a contract, and judgment reverse is them getting a contract completed. So this is what somebody wanted. This is so weird. Like, what even is that? What even is that energy? Like, ew. Hold on, let's look at it for a second. It's like somebody trying to use your shadow against you, basically. So this is someone trying to get you in a dark contract or like some devilish contract to call judgment on you and your angelic contract or something, or just trying to overpower the light with the dark. Like that's really what it's fucking giving. This is like, I'm gonna call judgment on you with the power of the devil, and then yeah. Like they like, yeah, this is giving like Squish. This is giving I'm so mad, I'm just gonna squish you like a bug. Like that's what it's giving. Like they're gonna pull up on me with the devil riding shotgun, like bitch, I'm running shit. Like that's what I'm literally fucking getting. Like this is what somebody thought. They thought their ties with the devil was gonna give them, like, I don't know why someone thinks that judgment can be. This is somebody that believed that they could work with the devil to get the horn called type shit. Like the horn of judgment. Like they thought they could listen. See, now if I get to talking about somebody, if I start just giving too many adjectives, they're gonna know it's them. So I'm not even in the fucking mood. I'm not even in the fucking mood. I can't say no negative adjectives, you know, and they say you can't say nothing nice, don't say it at all, so I'm gonna just chill, but climb her, you know where I wanna go with this, ass up, insert adjective, ass snatch the horn of judgment out of God's hand, and find one of his earth angels and blow it in their face, like, and all the demons just go ride out in hell. Like, I'm seeing those fucking, so stupid. You know those bugs on A Bug's Life? When he's like, let's ride, and then they all hit their fucking board. Oh, you know what I That is literally what I'm getting. Like, that's what somebody thought was gonna happen. Like, they're a legion of hell raisers. They thought they were gonna be able to just sick them on. Like, bitch, please go sit down. Cause it don't even work like that. That's what it's giving. It's like somebody going out. Imagine this is back in like the 1800s, 1700s. You see how I said that like that? See, I'm tapping in. Like the 1700s in the Wild West, talking about, yeah, we're like, I don't know, just trying to call shots. Like, bitch, you know where we at? Like, we don't even get down like that. Like, you will get knocked into last week. You will get knocked to Independence Day. Oh, I'm fucking screaming. Like, you will get your shit knocked, bro. Like, we've been waiting for this. Is, I swear, and I got this, like 2 days ago. This is like Malfoy and his little hoodlum friends throwing Avada Kedavra spells through somebody's front door, thinking they're gonna hit a lick or something, and it's Dumbledore sitting there. It's the professors from the school. Fucking Harry's there. Harry's not his godparents, the Weasleys, basically his godparents. Like, everybody's in that bitch, down to fucking Bellatrix. Like, everybody's in that bitch, just looking like, oh, we've been waiting for you to break. Like, we've been waiting for somebody to try this. Like, this was bad. This is like, I'm telling you, I can give all these fucking examples. This is somebody, like, they always get a crowd before they do some shady, sneaky, shiesty shit to somebody, right? They get a crowd. They got a crowd for this fight, and the crowd is running. The crowd is calling the police. The crowd is like, oh my god. Like, the same crowd that's been there watching them do shiesty shit under the moon, justice reversed under the moon. That same crowd that knows they finna sacrifice this bitch, and we about to watch what they can do. Like, those same people are now running, calling the police, saying that there's a crazy ass Care Bear on the loose with a fucking, from the planet Zorg, with a ray gun, vaporizing bitches. Like, now Chucky and his bride are scared, I guess. Chucky and his bride are scared because there's a Care Bear. They're hiding under the bed because when they peek, it's complete pandemonium outside, and when they look out the window in this nasty ass neighborhood that really needs to get demolished and torn down and turned into a fucking Target. That's really what needs to happen. Let's be real here. In this dusty ass neighborhood, it's fucking pandemonium. Chucky and his bride hiding under the bed, dirty ass pissy air mattress on the floor, hiding under it with their knives. And when they get up and peek out and they hear all the screaming, they look outside, it's a Care Bear in the middle of the street with a ray gun, vaporizing bitches. Vaporize. And they lock eyes. But now the Care Bear coming in the house. That's what it's giving. Because I don't know why you thought shit was sweet. You got all kinds of Care Bears. You got the happy Care Bear. You got the sweet Care Bear. And then you have the intensive Care Bear. Right? They didn't know about an intensive Care Bear. This intensive Care Bear, they don't get in the 8 of Swords. They don't fold under pressure. Their strength. It's exactly what you guys are, just on the opposite end. Y'all can't keep messing with opposite energy and not think it's going to manifest eventually. You don't know how long these people have been getting around doing this type of shit. But it's at completion. They did it all they fucking could. 10 of Wands. They did it all they fucking could. King of Pentacles reverse. And I'm too strong for them to try to hold on to my energy through some weird commitment or tie or something weird, some sacral, trying to do something to me sacrally to get judgment called on me in the spirit, like on the good side. This is like the devil trying to show up to your court date, like, we got more charges, ass shit. Like, bitch, You didn't even, how did you get past security? Because you stink. Like, you don't even have any shoes on. Like, who'd you knock out? Like, whose security guard bodies is slumped over in the closet right now with a blow to the head so you could get in here? My God. Like I'm glad you showed up because we have a warrant out for your arrest. High Priestess reverse. King of Pentacles reverse. This is that cult weird. This is someone who has a dark, on the flip side of my energy. This is why they wanted the destiny swap so bad, because then they would have both energies. Not that they know how or they got them naturally, but they thought they would be able to steal my gifts of white energy, right? White magic, stuff like that. They thought they'd be able to steal that, and then they could harness both sides because they don't have that naturally. They're not a natural, natural intuitive, natural spiritualist. That's what part of their side business is trying to steal other people's gifts and sell them to other people on like a spiritual black market. So that's them. So she uses these men because she doesn't have her masculine and feminine energy, right? And remember, the lower you go, the higher you go in the dark, right? So this is someone that could have decided, I'm going to sacrifice both my feminine and my masculine energy, which is going to allow me to then rely solely on dark energy, be completely engulfed in that dark energy to better utilize it, right? So what she does is she's like an advisor to masculine energy. She might tell them how to steal energy. That's what that is. They're burdened now from doing that. They've done it all they can do. She sent out as many actions as she can to these men and these cults and these groups of men on how to use their wand to take energy. That's what that Ace of Wands reverse was. And she can't do that because I am control of my energy and I control who gets it and who has it, and you can't get otherwise. And it looks like people are literally getting sick and losing hair, it looks like, and getting thin and frail from not having access to my energy. So I have two people in my energy right now, two groups of people in my energy that need this energy. You have the group of people that are not getting it at all because of how shisty they are, and then you have people that I know did something. I'm not going to say that they're forgiven, but I mean, if you come and say hi, I'll come and say hi. Now, because you were stealing energy, right? Because you were stealing from me, you're used to being able to do your, I hate that it's coming out like this, but you'd be able to do your 10 lines a day, right? Because you were stealing off the top, so you were doing 10 lines a day, and now I got you cut back to a line a day. So you're gonna still be frail. You're gonna be able to cover up your crown, like your bad decisions, your hair fall. You're gonna be able to cover that up like he has on and be able to move on and everything. But they're still going to be kind of withering down because they're having to come down from being able to do all that. Those 10 lines a day. They're gonna have to get cut back to that one line, unfortunately. So they're gonna still feel the effects, but you're gonna have some that don't have any of my energy at all. They're just seeing it. What is it? Something about, there's a scripture about the food falling off the table. This is some people that can at least eat the food falling off the table, and there's some people that's sitting outside in the Five of Pentacles watching through the door out in the cold, soaking wet, watching me cut the cake and give it to somebody else. Like, they don't even get to be at the table eating the crumbs. Like, you're just out. Like, even the dog gets to sit there and beg for food. Like, you can't even do that. You indiscreet. I cracked myself up. Okay, yeah, Hierophant. Yeah, it's time to get some stuff answered. Like, that's enough. We've seen enough. Yeah. I feel like I just heard undercover boss. Like, this is giving undercover boss. Like, we've seen enough. Like, I don't know. And and I've talked about it in a video before. What time am I at? Okay, I've talked about it in a video before, like, being a witness, right? And how the thing is about Cain is that the reason why it's like, I'm not saying God didn't know that he had killed Abel and that it took the ground calling up because of his blood, right? Because the earth has memory. So it was really because he had no conscience, right? So he didn't give a fuck about it. So there's no connection up that he even did something wrong. So when you do this dark work, a lot of times you have to have no fear. You have to have no conscience about it. You have to be guilt free, because what happens is it's like an eye of Sauron, like a light. I'm seeing a cop SUV with those lights that they have that they shine from the SUV, the floodlight thing. What it does is it shines a floodlight, right? Because it's showing like healing, equilibrium, like it's like the white blood cells are gonna start flooding, and they don't want the white blood cells to start flooding because then they're gonna get carried away, and then they're gonna be cleansed out and sent to where they need to go. They're gonna be cleansed of. They're gonna be lensed out and cleansed. So they have to have no conscience so that it is not triggered. So what a witness is for, right? A witness is somebody that's called into the courts, right? Because they seen what they did. So someone might not have a fucking conscience that they did something evil, but if somebody's like, wait, like if you're subconsciously like, yo, this person's a murderer, like it's going to start to hold them accountable in that energy, and that's how you get brought into spiritual court. Yeah, 8 cups in the reverse, and that's either me not getting put in the 8 of cups, like not having to walk away feeling any sort of ways about it, or this is somebody okay, it's right under the temperance reverse, so this is somebody not being able to walk away. So this is people that did a lot of heinous shit that now that, and that's why when you're intuitive they really have to get rid of you, because you don't only pick up on what they are doing to you now, you pick up on their methods, their tactics, things they've done in the past, things they're planning on doing, and then that starts to bring those emotions up. And if they can't push those down and suppress those fast enough, and they all start flooding up, you're going to get a whole lot of floodlight energy to where it's not the eye, it's not a floodlight, it's going to be the lights are going to be completely flicked on. And see, the devil can like hide you, but he can't make you fucking invisible. And so when you go doing sloppy shit, sloppy work in the spirit, it's making it harder and harder for him to cover for you. And it's gotten to a point where the devil can't cover for anybody. They've done it as much as they can. They wore it the fuck out. They wore this shit the fuck out. This sex magic and cults and using them to siphon other people's energies, and then they bring it all back to the main hoe, right? Draining people. The star is healing, moving forward, hope. Under the moon, the star reverse. This is finding like earth angels and bringing, this is sick. So this is like just seeking out people of high vibrations just to sleep with them, to connect a cord so they can all eat them. It's giving Dementors. This is like someone cloaking themselves, like Harry Potter, right? How they would cloak themselves as someone else's energy to go into the bank, to go to the ministry, right? So imagine someone, a Dementor, cloaking themselves as a person so they can have sex with you, to connect a cord to where they don't even have to be around you to siphon, and then they can feed that energy to other people, and they find people with high vibrations, because if you're already in a low vibration, they can't really eat anything from that, right? Because they take your happiness. Which is interesting that it took Sirius Black so long to be eaten like by the Dementors, because he was in Azkaban for so long. So that's beautiful that it took so long, because that means that he had a lot of good memories, you know, in him, you know, good energy still. And I think it's a gift to even be able to do a Patronus spell. I think that in itself is like advanced magic. Because Harry knew how to do it and taught other people. Like, they didn't know how to do it. He had to explain it. So they find people that, imagine you're like Harry, and most, let's say 90% of people don't know how to do a Patronus charm or spell, and you know how. They find people that, especially that have it but don't know, right? That's who they want to find, because then they can get to it and start sucking and siphoning it before you find out, before you even see what happened to you. These are people that are like, well, I can't do shit for myself, so I'm just going to find someone and take it from them. This is giving, I refuse to get a job because I'm a fucking bum, so I'm going to wait till you go to work at 9 to 5, because I know what time you go to work, because you're consistent, you handle your fucking business, so I know that you're going to be at work. And while you're at work, I'm going to be out waiting for, I'm going to wait for you to leave so I can break in at 10:30. That's what it's giving. Bummy. fucking bummy. Fucking bummy. You're a fucking bum. And so you have people, the higher practitioners, and then you have practitioners that run these cults, covens, and they serve as spiritual advisors. And that's what I was saying was why she wanted Destiny Swap with me so bad, because I'm a spiritual advisor. So what she does though is on the opposite end. Everything has a, light and dark. That's why when people are like, shade, no shade, but shade, but no shade. When people are like, I'm a atheist, right? A Satanist, we can work with that. An atheist, that's so lazy, it's ridiculous, but that's why when atheists, like, it's just better. It's almost like it's just, see, because these people aren't, and I've talked about this before, like, these people aren't Satanists either. Because if they were, then they would understand light and dark. If there's one, there's the other. That's why you're a Satanist and not like a Christian or something where you believe in God, because you know that there's a left and a right, and you chose the left. Like, that's the point of you being Satan, and then you explore that side of choosing that side. That makes sense. You know that you are, that there's a dichotomy to it, and that you're on the opposite end of the spectrum. You understand that. That's clear to you. And atheism is like, like, who has time to talk to somebody that talks like that? Because essentially that's what their philosophy is. Like, okay, dude, like, move. Like, I need someone that can at least defend what they're thinking about. Atheists, they can't defend anything. They're not even concerned with that, and that's fine, because we need NPCs. We need meat shields. So thank you for your service, like, type shit. We need gullible ones, but that almost like makes them safe, almost. Well, they end up getting entity attachments and parasites and shit like that. Like the Matrix, how they get like the parasite and the they end up getting done dirty like that when they get done dirty. But in a way, like, they're not being, like, nobody's seeking them out to take from them. You know what I mean? They are not doing a Patronus charm like they could give a fuck. Maybe they could, but they don't. How are you going to tap into a Patronus charm and you don't even believe in patrons? Because that's all it is. It's just your patrons. You're calling your ancestors, guides, spirits, and you calling her body. All hands on deck. That's a Patronus charm. And then they all show up. And you think of love and all that. Your deep, happy moment like that. It's your patrons. Your patron saints. That's all it is. They don't believe in that. They don't even believe in the afterlife. You know what I mean? They believe you just turn into just a pile of dung or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Shade, no shade, but, no shade, but definitely some fucking shade. A sliver. It's a bush, and I'm not moving that bush, but it's no shade, no shade, but it's bush. So anyways, so we ended with the Ace of Cups. We swing down here. They can't walk away. Temperance reverse from whatever they're doing under the night. In secret, draining from people. You see how the star's naked? Yeah, draining from people sacrosexually. This high priestess reverse. Doing deaths how they were doing death magic. Because first your creativity drops down. Then your other chakra starts shutting down. Your confidence. Then your heart chakra starts shutting down. Then your throat, you can't speak on it. And they're doing spell work on you while this is happening. Shut down your throat chakra, shut up spells, get you to stop talking. Shut down your heart chakra, get you to be hateful towards somebody or hateful towards them for what they're doing, right? You might not even know. It gets you to lash out. You don't know what the fuck is going on. They're doing spell work on you to get you to lash out at them, so that way it opens you up to get you low vibration so they can do more fucking spell work on you, right? Because what they're trying to do eventually to get that death magic to hit is they got to get to that root chakra. So they're gonna go up and then hit that root chakra at the end. So they're gonna go up to the throat. They're gonna go to your, their whole time while they're hitting. They have one candle burning the entire time while they're hitting chakras, and that's gonna be your crown and your third eye. That's to keep that covered so you don't understand. It's cloudy. You're sleeping. You got headaches. You don't know what the fuck is going on. It's just a cloud. You don't know Tuesday from Thursday. You don't know if you coming or going, right? You can hardly even pay bills on time type shit. Like, you're just so in a fucking fog. And they're hitting you with spell work. And once you're all loopy and getting turned into, like, imagine people spinning you for a pin and tail on the donkey, except you're the donkey and you're not holding the stick, somebody else's. And they're spinning you, and you laughing. You think it's a game. They're spinning you, and let you go. And when you're all confused, bop, root work. First, they'll do root work to keep you stuck and start to break down your foundation. So as they start working on you, it just depends on what they're trying to do, right? But that's what they do. But essentially, that's what they're trying to get to, is to finish you off. And don't let them find out you come from somebody, a family with some money. Don't let them find out you are a young athlete. You're about to go to college, about to make it big. You were in nursing school. You were just about to graduate. You were just about to leave high school and go to college. And, you got scouted out. And you were a firefighter, a police officer. And it was your birthday next week. And, right. That energy transfer, you're getting ready to make a leap in life. It's a lot of energy building up, a lot of stuff coming to one single point. And what they do, they let you build it up to one point, and then right before you jump, they cut it off and take it. Have the whole family put an insurance policy on you. Let them know y'all can eat too. Right? Find that cousin that hates you. Do a little more spell work to get that riled up, because there has to be an air of hate floating around in the energy. They have to keep the hate going, keep the rumors going. And that can be as simple as doing spell work, Queen of Swords reverse, with the mind and the mouth, right? By finding out that somebody is super Christian and, let's say, hates homosexuals. So whether it's true or not, you go, hey, you didn't hear such and such got caught, such and such was doing such and such. Oh yeah, I heard such and such was such and such. They might be into the same things, but they're not going to let that person know that, because they want to get them riled up. So that way, even if they're not there, that person, when they look at that person, that's going to project energy over there, right? So long story short, that's what they can't walk away from. This lifestyle, when they chose to do this, remember I told you they cut off their left and their right, their sib and their dom. They cut both of those off in order to engulf themselves in that dark energy. So now that they can't do that death energy, right? They can't walk away from it. Under the moon, siphoning sacral energy, high priestess reverse, spiritual advisor, bringing death, right? Right after the death is the Eight of Wands in reverse, right? That death energy, it's returning. That's that three wands, Ace of Wands in reverse, that 4 wands, because they tried it multiple times. You got the 6 of Wands in reverse, so that lets you know it was more than 4. Because they in the 6 of Wands in reverse up here, remember? That's what they weren't successful, and I got to get away. So that's like I said. And remember I said the 8 of Swords, 9, all that shit. We had to go there with the 6 of Swords. I'm telling you, I could have put them up to the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. I could have completely put them in the 10 of Swords, but it's all going back. The plan on both sides, because it could have been a couple in the feminine side and a couple that ran the masculine side or something like that. It could have been 2 priests, dark priests, and then 2 dark priestesses. 2 men in charge of the men, 2 women in charge of the coven. So 2 men for the cult, 2 women for the coven. They each enacted plans at the same time, keeping those 4 wands coming, right? But it looks like all that is going the fuck back. Knight of Swords in the reverse, they're going nuts. And it's most likely that Queen of Swords in the reverse, because that's who's out here already. That's who kicked off our reading in the reverse. Remember I told you if there's a knight, it's because there's a king out here somewhere, a king or queen, or, emperor, empress, and whatever. Well, and if not, well, yeah, there's a 3 of Cups out here, because I have my 3 of Pentacles out here. That's the spirit that I'm working with. That's the King of Cups. Yeah, so that puts them in the 4 of Cups. Either whatever they had, whatever celebration they thought they had, now spirit is onto them. And that puts them in the 4 of Cups. That interrupts their good time. King of Swords in reverse, yeah. Or even they're going crazy because I collaborated with the energy that they were sending me. You're sending me death energy, that's fine. I'll absorb it. And now you still owe it. It's not even like, imagine you got fronted 10K to go do something to somebody else, and not only did they fuck you up, but they robbed you of your 10K. So now you owe the plug, and you got hospital bills, and you got your ass whooped, and they know how you do it because you try to set them up. So that's done. It's done. Data. It's given. You got served when they owe. What's his name? I wanted to say Elliot. What is his name? I can't remember that guy's name, but it was a guy that they're not Elgin. That was Marcus Houston's name. Yeah, but the big dude who they owed that money to because he got jumped when he was making his drug delivery. And they robbed him of his drugs and the money. Damn. That he got fronted. Damn. So yeah. So they're stressed because their Three of Cups got interrupted, and I'm in the Three of Cups collaborating with Spirit. Shit is good. I'm happy. I'm turning up. Yeah. Yeah, it's over that I'm. Yeah, this is Emperor energy. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is over with. Yeah, the cycle will close, and the way he's sitting in his chair is like, I don't move because I don't have to. Hermit reverse. I don't move because I don't have to. But if I have to get up out of this chair, not only I will, but it's to handle business. Like, we're taking it deep because right this throne I'm seeing like jasper and iron. So this is like y'all out here dealing with wood and cups and spell work and stealing energy, you know, real minute 3D shit, 2D shit, 1D shit, real low vibrational shit. But what do you know about the iron of the earth? Ore, I heard. This is giving ore. Somebody's fucking with ore energy. A lot of it. This is like someone trying to fill a pool with water, and it's like, and someone just drops a boulder in that bitch. It's like the water is gonna move. Yeah, don't come over here. Full reverse, the Hermit reverse with the world, with the Wheel of Fortune, Hermit reverse, full reverse. That's giving. It's revealed that you better not coming over here, and it's also giving the cycles closed, and it's revealed that whatever jump or leap of faith they took, they shouldn't have did that. Page of Wands reverse, that was a childish move, or it was a childish idea. Or what the fuck is a Page of Wands gonna do against a fucking Emperor? Right, Ace of Pentacles reverse. Somebody thought they was gonna be in some page energy and take an ace. This is giving somebody even sending like a like somebody, it's giving. Okay, so what's that one movie with the da-na-na-na? It was known for that Kid Cudi remix. Crush it up. Yeah, okay, so it was one about the house party. You know how they hired the kids for security? It's giving somebody was so slow that they thought I was so slow that they actually hired, like, they had to go in here and look legit. This is like crazy. This is like somebody, oh god, this is so stupid. Had to go in here and look legit. We need the IDs to look real. We need this, we need that, right? Somebody got there. If somebody would have just skimmed over it, it would have looked fine. But somebody was like, well, let me click this. And it was like, account does not exist. Person does not exist. Like, and it's like the teller just stayed real calm and just pushed the button. Here come the police. Like, because they were so stupid and idiotic. Like, they didn't even think, like, something was going to be checked or Like, why would you go to court on video pretending to be somebody else? Like, that person is never gonna have to show up to court again. Well, you were hoping you would get in the way of them showing up to court. Bitch, who the fuck are you? Who are you? And it's that ego right there why you didn't cross your T's and dot your I's. Missed opportunity. You wasn't gonna be able to carry that fucking pinnacle home anyways. This is like a bunch of 16-year-olds doing their first lick or some shit. Like licking some shit that they shouldn't really be. Like, they're used to robbing apartments, but they thought they was gonna run up in a mansion and shit and like hit a lick. And it's like, okay, let's be real here. You came on bikes, broke dusty bitches. You came on bikes, like Seven of Swords reverse. Right, you guys are slow. You came on bikes. Like, you thought you was gonna carry. This is a mansion. This isn't an apartment over, on Crenshaw Heights. What are you gonna do with? What the fuck are you gonna do with a 96-inch television? What are you gonna do with the bidet? Like, what are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with a 40-foot L-shaped couch? With a 15 by 15 foot ottoman? What are you gonna do with that? Like, snatch that shit back. Like, what did you really think? Like, you don't even have the mental. Like, what are you gonna, like, come on now. Like, you bunch of raggedy, just, I'm not even gonna go there. Just a bunch of raggedy people breaking into somebody with like smoothie equipment and shit. Like, your brain is, you could never comprehend using such a piece of equipment like this. Like, you don't even know what the fuck this is for. Like, all these buttons and shit. Like, you're gonna hurt yourself. Like, move. Like, you know how you do when you think too hard. This is what happens when you give an idiot a book. Who knew that people, like, who knew somebody would hurt themselves and other people having a fucking book? This fucking Etsy grimoire. I keep picking up on it. Somebody has a bunch of grimoires and shit of people, and just, they don't even have their own shit. Like, this is them going off of other shit that they've read and tried to do on other people, and it's like, you're an idiot. You weren't built for this shit. Like, I'm telling you, like, a 10-year-old or a 7-year-old or a 5-year-old even that comes from a generation of doing, generations upon generations of doing something is going to have more knowledge than somebody that's a 40-year-old that's been in the business for 20 years. Because it's in the blood. Like, you can't do this. And then that's when they started trying to do blood magic, because, that's what they do. The life is in the blood. If you know what movie or commercial I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I think that's what Nosferatu. Yeah, this was idiotic. They shouldn't have did that. This was dumb. What the fuck are you gonna do with a fucking Ace of Pentacles and you're a page? Like, this is somebody that would rob someone that would make generational money for their family to get out of the slums. Like, they would rob somebody like that to take them out and to take their money, get an insurance policy, to move into their mansion and spend the money on dope. Just smoke it up. And them smoking shit is why they thought they had a grand plan in their hand to steal a fucking Page of Pentacles on a crackhead bike. This is a 30-year-old with a Barbie bike riding around fucking Malibu robbing people. Or thought they was going, you better take that shit back to Crenshaw Heights. You worry about yours and I'll worry about mine. Take that shit back to Crenshaw Heights. This shit is a gated community for a reason. You see how you had to hop the gate to get in here? That means it's to keep you, the likes of you, out. That's the point. And then you wrong for saying that, right? Right. I ain't gonna think who's that. Okay. So anyways, Seven of Swords reverse, Page of Swords reverse. This is somebody slow, thought they was really gonna do something. That's a total of 8 swords in the reverse, 8 swords in the reverse. Thought they was really gonna put a bitch in that 7 of, like, come on now, no. But they holding the truth, the big truth, that Ace of Swords, they're holding it in the reverse. But it's out here itself in the upright, which means it's like somebody got the truth and they're like, oh no, like, just melts, doing the chair slide. Grown ass. This is somebody like on the stand, like in like what's it called, litigation. This is like somebody in litigation with the lawyers in the room, and they hear like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta pay that back because you're retarded and you fucked up, and you knew what the fuck you were doing. Like, you know you gotta pay this back out your ass, right? Like, we gonna get this money. We gonna get it out your ass, out somebody you know ass, but we gonna get this energy back. Whatever the fuck you was doing, you are liable for this shit. This is like somebody thought they was gonna live the life just doing insurance policies on people and taking them the fuck out, and it's like they did 6 of them, like just enough to get the electric chair, and then got caught. And they had shit set up. They was getting ready to ride off into the sunset type shit, and they heard, okay, by the way, we got you on. Oh bitch, hold on now. The spiritual court, we got more counts on that ass. We got some more charges. And they hit the chair slide. Oh, well, yes, bitch. The truth. Yes. 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 Oh, is my phone gonna die? Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Let me see. Already been here an hour.